Trauma doesn't just affect your feelings, it affects the way you see yourself. All the four emotions that trauma hits hardest are shame, guilt, embarrassment, pride. Now these emotions become bigger, they become heavier, they become louder, very confusing. Now they shape how you show up, how you hide, how you protect yourself, and how you hold yourself back. And if you've ever wondered why you feel these emotions so intensely, today you're going to understand exactly why. Now, these four emotions, they're not random. They all depend on how you see yourself. And when trauma has shaped your sense of self, these emotions will change. Now, shame becomes a constant background feeling. Guilt expands into places it doesn't belong. Embarrassment feels like actual danger. And pride becomes almost impossible for you to feel. Now, these emotions then drive your behavior, your decisions, your confidence, and your relationships. And when you understand them, then you can take that control. But shame tells you something is wrong with who you are, not what you did. And trauma will rewire shame into your nervous system. So it becomes so deeply ingrained that it becomes an automatic reaction. And then you start to believe that you're the problem when actually it's the trauma creating that belief, or what I call your belief code. This is why shame feels so heavy, and it attacks your core identity, the core of who you are. Now, trauma makes you take responsibility for things that you never even caused, that you had no responsibility for. Maybe you blame yourself for not stopping the trauma, or not predicting it, or not fighting back, not seeing the red flags that are so clear when we can look at a situation in hindsight, or not healing yourself fast enough. But that's not real guilt. That's trauma guilt. And guilt, trauma guilt keeps you stuck, and it keeps you replaying things when actually it wasn't for you to control anyway. Now, when your nervous system has been shaped by trauma, even really small mistakes feel huge for you. Your body reacts as if you're under threat. You freeze, you blush, you want to hide, and your brain is trying in its core is to protect you. And even when you're safe, it's still going into protection mode. Now, trauma will teach your brain to expect failure, not to expect success. And that's why you brush off achievements, you downplay strengths, you feel almost awkward when someone compliments you, because pride feels unsafe, even though you thoroughly deserve it. Now, when these four emotions become really distorted, they will form a cycle that keeps you constantly in stuck mode. It's like on that hamster wheel, you just can't get off it. Shame leads to your guilt. Guilt leads to embarrassment. And the lack of pride in yourself becomes shame. So the cycle affects almost every part of your life, your relationships, your work, your friendships. But it goes deeper than that, because it will also affect your boundaries and then your confidence. But when you understand the cycle, you can finally do something about it. Now, if any part of this hits home with you, if any of this feels like, yes, this is me, you don't have to keep living with the emotion. What you do need are the tools, the structure, and a clear process to retrain the brain and the nervous system. And this is exactly what we do inside our Trauma Recovery Method full program. Now, if you are struggling, a lot of our clients will struggle with emotional instability, gut health, mind health, lack of energy. Well, our coaches support you with that. Our Trauma Recovery Method program is a fully supported 6-month therapy and coaching program where you support and get that one-to-one work. We get to work with you one-to-one. We have our weekly therapy coach sessions and our weekly deep dives, and that's where we really dig deep in emotions, behaviors, all that stuff that trauma has created for you. So if this resonates with you, DM me the word trauma and we'll get you our consultation book and our trauma roadmap. Have a super amazing day.